What's going on, everyone? I'm Jack, joined by Dakota.
Howdy.
And for our first gaming podcast, we're here to talk about all the September games, all the five biggest games coming out in the month of September. So,
should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. So, first up we got Monster Hunter Iceborne expansion coming on the 6th of September. Dakota?
Yeah,
What do you reckon?
Well, I'm excited for it. With a few things like, I think it's got a lot of content, which is worth it, but I think the only issue is the price for Australia, which is big $60.
$60.
Yeah, so it's like a full price game, but in that regard, it's just conversion because Australia's garbage, and but it does have a lot of new stuff.
Okay.
We've got a ton of new content, like new location, the Hoarfrost Reach, I believe. Hoarfrost Reach.
That's the location?
Yeah, the new location. We've got a new base.
Okay, right.
A new chef. And then you got a ton of new monsters and alternate designs that are suited to that particular climate. So we've got a new Anjanath, which is called a Felger Anjanath. We've got also alternate designs of a multitude of the original monsters, which are more suited for that climate.
It's all icy, yeah?
Yeah.
From what I've seen from the trailers and all that.
It seems like there's a few different little locations inside it, which is cool, that are a bit different, which is nice.
So it's not all icy?
But yeah, but I think for the most part it's just icy. You've got a lot of ice modified monsters. A new dragon, which is just it's a frost version of the dragon, so it's like fur covered instead of scaled.
Okay.
But no, for the most part, it's got a lot of content coming from it. We've got obviously more event quests that come with it, and they were pretty damn good in the actual, base game. Just the free events, free armor, and there's the Street Fighter one and whatnot.
Yeah. You played a lot of the base game?
I did play a lot of it. Although when I started it, I didn't get into it as fast as others actually. But it grew on me, and it just definitely felt better when you're in their co-op like we had.
Yeah.
That felt a lot more fun teaming up to fight the monsters. I think that was the point of it.
Yeah, see, I played a lot solo, so I wasn't having as good as a time, because I haven't played any of the other games, so I didn't really understand what was happening, but it was fun.
Well,
I think I died off quick.
Yeah, I'd played like one before, and it wasn't even that extensive. I think I probably put maybe half an hour into it, and I just did not like it. It was on the Wii, and I was like,
right.
What? People like this game. People like Monster Hunter, but that was me. I probably didn't have the patience for it at that time. My game interest was somewhere else. But the Monster Hunter world I got into, definitely had fun. But I'm always a bit sketchy with $60 DLCs, expansions.
Yeah,
as you know.
That's yeah.
But this, for the most part, does look promising. Has a lot of it looks like they put a lot of work into it, so you could kind of justify it.
I mean, have they charged for DLC before? Do they have other smaller DLC that they've charged for?
I think they have like smaller cosmetic stuff. Like there's some epic armor things, but I think they were more like the pre-order things too. Like they're just small things that aren't really relevant, because I mean, compared to what you can get in the game, the armor in-game is just so much cooler.
So much cooler, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember, when I originally played, at least for the first month or two after release, that I don't remember any, alerts coming up saying, get this skin or anything like that. I don't remember any of that sort of stuff that you do get in other games, so...
No, I definitely, because I had bought this on release and got the day one with it, so it came with, an extra armor. Yeah. But I think I used that armor to start off with. And
yeah. That makes
sense.
Then
as soon as I killed, started to kill these interesting monsters, I started, building their armor, and...
Well, exactly right. That's the whole game. That's the point.
And it just looked way better than anything, so I didn't feel like I wasn't... I had already gotten the best armor, or the best looking one at the start of the game. There was just so much more to build, and as you're killing more and going to new more places, it just all the weapons and all that seemed to make way cooler too. So
yeah. So yeah, Iceborne, $60. fairly expensive, but by the sound of things,
it
a lot of content.
It is $39 in America.
Yeah.
But for Australians, it is 60, and it seems like it's going to be 80 for the whole game and the expansion in Australia.
Right, if you buy that, okay. So if you get the whole package, $80. Okay.
And they're re-releasing it with a steelbook, I believe. Not sure if that is to Australia. I haven't confirmed.
Yeah. No, I've seen the steelbook. I've seen the steelbook edition.
No, it is definitely a fun game, and it was praised well, especially on release. So I think ultimately this is a big up. I think the only downside for Australians like us is just the $60 price tag.
The pricing, okay.
So you're basically buying a new game, but yeah.
Yeah. So with all that, is this a day one purchase? Is this a week one purchase? Or
I would say
are you gonna wait for sale? What do you reckon?
Oh, okay. I reckon this is probably day one or week one, easy.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
There's for some people who probably still play it or loved it and put a lot of hours into it, they'll probably buy it day one and it will be worth it. Or maybe people who weren't as much into it but liked it, week one.
Yeah.
Unless you're really you don't care about it, you would probably wait for a sale. But that's just with every game. So I think this is a solid day one or week one, easy.
Okay, rightio. I think for myself, it's a toss up. I'd say if enough of my friends are gonna probably buy it and the reviews come out and they're really positive, then it might be a week one purchase for myself. But if not, maybe I'll wait for a sale, depending on how well the actual content is received. I'm not too fussed on it, but if it is fun and a few of my mates want to play and stuff like that, then maybe I will jump back into it.
Yeah, it should be of note that it is releasing September for consoles, but January 2020 for PC.
Ooh, okay.
But that's because it also had a delayed release on PC too.
I was going to say, didn't it originally release on PC later?
Yeah, so that's probably why. It's unfortunate, but, I think the PC one had issues, some running issues. It wasn't initially well received on Steam. It was like at a solid 50 under, maybe.
Oh, okay.
50%. It's picked up over time, and it's...
Because Monster Hunter kind of feels like a game built for PC almost, in the way of like it's good for streamers and things like that. I feel it had a strong streaming kind of fan base. I think when it first launched, at least everyone was
when it started, I was like, yeah, this is a console game, but I could see it on PC, and they did it. But it's the game's been somewhat fixed apparently in whatever issue people had with it, because it's now back up to like a 75%, mostly positive, so that's very good.
That's good.
But yeah, it seems like it's the strongest game of the series, and this DLC looks to add to that, so yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so Monster Hunter Iceborne out 6th of September for Australia. $60 for a DLC.
60.
So we'll have to wait and see how well it's received.
Yep.
And hopefully it's good.
Hopefully.
Alright, good stuff. Alright, so next up we have Gears 5. So this is coming out 10th of September. So literally 4 days after Monster Hunter. So Gears 5, what do you reckon? Are you excited?
Well, I've always been a Gears of War fan. I think I've played it consistently since 2. I loved 3. I didn't play as much as 4, but I'm still excited for this nonetheless, because Gears games, so they're always just solid to play, easy, fun.
They are fun.
Dumb fun, easy. If you're not like straight into it, it's dumb fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
Chainsaw guns. What more can you ask for? But like
exactly right. Just want to kill aliens and shit.
For me, I don't own an Xbox anymore. So I can't buy it.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
But I'll definitely come over and experience it if you pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
if I had one, it would be a week one at the very least.
Yeah. Well, for me, luckily, I have the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and this will be on there day one. So basically, it's automatically a day one for me.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. But I never played Judgment, and I didn't get to play 4, which I'd kind of like to play before I go into 5, because it's such a continuation from 4 by the looks of things, with the new characters and all that sort of stuff.
They're very invested in the characters. I guess they always were. That's in saying that, but I mean, they're very focused on like, you know, even the voice actors have a prominent voice out there right now. Like Laura Bailey is the one of the main characters. Kate, I believe her name is.
I think that's the main character.
Yeah, she seems to be the main one now.
She seems to be the focus.
Where it was the guy who played Spartacus before, I think it's Liam McIntyre, I think that's his name. He was JD Phoenix in the Gears 4 and Gears 5, I'm guessing. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this game, personally. What do you think?
The story mode trailers and stuff like that give me good vibes. They look pretty good. The only thing is, I haven't played Gears 4, so I don't know if I should just catch up before I play this. But the story does look good, and obviously you got Horde mode returning, which is like, you know,
that's one of the best parts of Gears.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like the other staple that goes along with Gears. And then they have the new escape mode, which is like you have to get like sucked up by an alien, and then you're like in the alien home base or whatever, and you basically just have to like blow it up and escape. So instead of like Horde mode where you're setting up traps and things like that, you're basically just like running for your life, trying to get out of the sections before.
Yeah, and from the trailer, it seemed like guns were very hard to come by at the very least, or
like a tiny bit more of a survival aspect to the gameplay, I guess.
Yeah, because we're in Horde mode, you sort of had your little base, and then you fight from there. Or whatever.
You had heaps of stuff that you could kind of go up and get more powerful. But this is kind of like you're like surviving, running for your life sort of thing, which is kind of cool. Hopefully, it should be fun.
Yeah. In saying that, I think the trailers are pretty well done. I think they're focusing very much on the campaign. Which is not a bad thing in my opinion. Yeah,
absolutely.
But it doesn't seem like that to a bit of the internet. The newest Gamescom story mode trailer, I don't know, there seems to be a lot of chatter about it being about the advertisement of this game being more campaign focused and not enough gameplay.
Right. Okay.
So
like a lot of cinematic story stuff being shown off.
Yeah, and a lot of people are combating that with, that's not a good look, where's the gameplay? But in my opinion, Gears it can't change that much.
Yes.
Only going to get better.
I don't think the gameplay is going to be that drastically different.
Yeah, if anything, they're going to
add what it's been.
Yeah, like it's going to be. I think it's going to be fine. Personally, I think it might not be, but it might just be like, hey, we're investing a lot into the writing of this game. Let's show it off a bit. You already know what the gameplay is like with the past 5 games.
Yeah, exactly right. I feel like if you're somewhat interested in Gears, you know what the gameplay's like, and it's probably going to stay the same, which is good.
Like, I mean, I guess Gears 4 felt fine, and surely it's not that much different from Gears 4. If anything, Gears 4 felt better than Gears of War 3.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And I liked Gears of War 3, so it's not even a complaint. It's just it felt better, and it's probably because of the next gen and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. It's always going to get smoother and look prettier.
I think it's just people being a bit salty for no reason, personally. But I think we already know what it's going to be like. It seems like they've got a bit more fun type of gameplay aspects. So like, it looks like you're skiing. I saw that in the trailers. I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm interested. I think the general complaint is coming from, like, there was a lot of cutscenes in Gears 4. But I don't know. Personally, I didn't see that when I played it. I actually had a bit of fun with it. So it was a bit short.
That's what Gears is, I think. Like, you have long, sprawling gameplay sections, and then you have like a bunch of cutscenes for the story. Like, I feel like that's what Gears is and should be, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what more you'd kind of want if you wanted less cinematic
That's what
stuff,
I thought. But... Yeah, because thinking back to like Gears 2 and 3, it was very, very character based and story based on, like, particularly, you know, Dom, like with his wife missing and whatnot, one of the main characters. They had a lot of cutscenes about him as well, and dealing with whatever it was, like finding his wife, the loss of his wife. There was a lot more cinematics than I think people remember. But no, I'm excited for this game. I think it looks good. If only I had an Xbox.
Yeah, rightio. Well, that's okay. You can come over on the day it comes out. We can just play 2-player.
I think I still have Gears 4 somewhere. I even have a controller somewhere.
Yeah, well, because I have the Game Pass, like they're all on there too, so I could literally just marathon all of them before this comes out.
Oh, there you go.
Might be a bit squeezed for time, but I could do it because it's not like they're that long, you know.
Yeah, they're like 4-5 chapter games, and there's about 4 or 5 parts to it, and then there's a few chapters in each. Yeah. Pretty streamlined.
And other thing I wanted to bring up, they have a map creator this time around. So they're doing some like Halo Forge style stuff. Map creator. I don't know how much that will be, kind of embraced by the fans. I'm sure there'll be probably a dedicated couple that will jump right into that sort of thing.
I think that's always a good thing to add in, personally.
Yeah.
If it can be used for horde mode and etc. You'll have a lot of people maybe playing old maps that they've recreated. And
all sorts of crazy custom maps and stuff could be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I think that's, and multiplayer especially, that would be fun. I think that just adds another layer to
right.
Longevity to the game.
It kind of shows that the devs aren't just kind of giving up. I feel like they could just do story mode, horde mode, and then versus, but you got the new escape mode and then some map creator stuff. So
I think that's always a good thing.
Pretty complete package, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I like it.
Another thing, there's also going to be. Did you see Terminator DLC?
I did.
So there's a Terminator
Dark Fates.
Yeah, so there's you get the Terminator skin, and the other thing I found really cool was you can actually get it for free if you're playing the game on Game Pass. If you have the Game Pass and you play the game before. I think the 16th, so basically if you play it in the first week, you get the Terminator DLC for free, so that's pretty cool.
Alright, so and you get to play as the Terminator and Sarah Connor, I believe, from the new movie that's coming out. I think there's a new movie coming out.
Yeah, the new one.
That's what it's based off?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you
which
get
is
to play
pretty
as
dope.
both of those, which
is
pretty, I like that.
Like, if it wasn't free with Game Pass, I wouldn't really care about it too much. Like, I don't think I would buy it. But
personally, it's getting to there.
Yeah,
but Terminator diehard fans there are.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I mean, if I can get it for free just by playing the game, then that's pretty cool that they did that. So
yeah, isn't there also a Halo Reach character pack coming out too? I believe.
Yes, there is. Yeah. So they got a few little extra goodies right off the bat, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, okay.
Just hopefully the game won't be riddled with, cosmetic microtransactions and all that.
They did, unfortunately, in Gears of War 3. Okay. I remember there being there was a few, but in saying that, there was a lot of good-looking ones in game too.
Fair enough.
But I do remember there being a lot of cosmetic.
I mean, these days it's kind of it's almost a given,
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate.
As I did say, obviously with 4 or 5 different game modes from launch, as long as they're pretty beefy and pretty good, then I'm not too fussed. I don't really care.
Yeah.
They need to make a bit of extra money somehow, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's there. It's optional for the people that want it. So whatever.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. So, I mean, we already kind of talked about it a little bit, but day one, week one, or wait for sale for you. Obviously, you don't have an Xbox, so it's a bit hard.
In saying that though, with my history, I'd probably say day one for me personally.
Yeah.
But week one as well is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then for me, obviously, it's kind of a automatic day one because I technically will own it. All right. Good
beneficial.
stuff.
Easy.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's move on. So next up, we got Borderlands 3 coming out 13th of September. This is the one I'm most excited for on the list for sure.
Yeah, you know what? This is probably going to be good. This game, it follows 4 new Vault Hunters: Amara the Siren, Flak or FL4K, the Beastmaster, Mose the Gunner or Mosey. I don't know how you pronounce that. Probably has been said in the trailer, but I've forgotten.
I think it's Mose.
It might be. It probably is. Zane the Operative. Very, very normal name compared to all the others.
Yeah.
And they're all new recruits for Lilith's Crimson Raiders. Their mission to investigate the Children of the Vault cult, explaining the big promo picture of the actual game. And you've got their 2 mysterious edgelord leaders. Tyrene and Troy, they look particularly edgy for this game.
Yeah.
Considering this game is all about that. But you know what? Nonetheless, it looks fun. The characters look fun.
Yeah, the villains definitely look like edgy Sith lords. They mean business. Like, you just gotta look at them and you know what's up. So apparently the characters are actually like online influencers. I don't know if you knew about this.
I knew a little bit.
They're like meant to like represent like online influencers, like streamers and YouTubers and stuff. And like they've got like their whole cult, and that's like their followers. So they're like live stream when they're like killing and pillaging and shit like that.
That sounds about Borderlands.
yeah, super crazy. So which class are you most excited for?
Oh, okay. So when I first played Borderlands, I played as Mordecai in Borderlands 1.
Mm-hmm.
But when I didn't get into much of that game, I really got into Borderlands on number 2, and that's where I played Maya, the Siren, and I love that class. So I'm probably looking forward to Amara the most.
Yeah, Amara definitely looks super good. Like, as you know, I pretty much play magic or wizard-style classes in every game I can, and Amara's not so much a wizard, but, you know, the Siren powers are pretty mystical and pretty crazy. But I'm still tossing up between her and Flak, the Beastmaster, because I just like pet classes. Pet classes are just super dope, and like all these abilities and stuff look really cool.
I'm actually the same as you. I think he's probably next on the list. He just got like a bunch of cool things where you can like throw birds and you skag and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
you throw out the those flying bat things.
The racks.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he looks super dope. So I'm still tossing up, but I think I'll probably go with Flak, at least for the first character, and then I'll move on to Amara after, because those giant fists, those giant arms just look super dope.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
One thing to add, they did say the developers said no character DLCs are coming post-launch, which is kind of a new thing for Borderlands. You know, they had all the DLC and stuff for Borderlands 2.
Yeah, and everyone seemed to receive those pretty well, regardless of it being DLC. It was
so I wonder why they're not doing it this time round. I'm not sure if maybe it's just a resource thing. They wanna move on to maybe they want to do like just a big expansion. Destiny
Did they say
style.
DLC or
they said no character DLC? Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that means cosmetic or not, because they had a lot of cosmetics.
I'm sure there'll probably be cosmetics, and I feel like they could go the Destiny route of just having a big expansion maybe a couple months down the track, and they can add a character in with that. So it's like, instead of, it's not a character DLC, it's like an expansion to the game. So it's like a bunch of new guns, a new planet, new character, maybe, I don't know, maybe a new ability for the other classes. Who knows? They could do that. I wouldn't mind personally. Obviously, I love Destiny, so if they go that route, I wouldn't mind, as long as the base game's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I hope that's the case, because I think some of their characters are super interesting.
Yeah.
In the Borderlands 2 expansions, I really liked Krieg. He was a fun berserker character. You had the Necromancer, Gage. That was fun. I hope they do add in new characters, but maybe like you were saying, through expansions, that'd be fun.
I think that might be their best bet, because I mean, they've got so many other characters they can add in, you know what I mean? Like, they can bring back Clacktrap, and they can do all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it seems like they were good with that in the past, so I don't know why they wouldn't do it, but my money's probably on big expansion. That would be kind of cool.
Seems to be getting a lot of hype despite the PC community.
Oh god, what's happened there?
It's because of the 6-month Epic Games exclusive. Right. So in comparison to most of them being a year, this one's only 6 months. So I'm guessing they did the deal for the money. but they managed to shorten it to 6 months because they probably want to just go as expandable as possible, so it goes to Steam, etc.
Yeah, everyone's always mad at Epic for the exclusives these days.
Yeah, so that seems to be the only major downside to PC gamers, but console gamers will have as much fun as they will want. But
exactly, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not an issue.
The upside is it is only 6 months if you were looking to buy it on Steam. I understand only wanting one client with all your games on it. I feel like that personally, but at least it's only 6 months. It's a bit crap that you have to wait, but I think that's the only con for this game so far. It looks very promising. The graphics look even better. Gameplay looks just as fun, but yeah.
So day one, week one, or wait for sale? What do you reckon?
Mine is day one after the 6 months, but
oh really?
Yeah, I've always bought them on PC, so I might stick to it.
Okay, and you don't want it on Epic?
No.
Okay, right. I did not know this. Okay,
I do. It's gonna kill me for 6 months, but yeah, just for the sake of having it on my desired platform, I will wait that time. But it does look fantastic, and I'm actually looking forward to it a lot.
Rightio. Okay. So okay. Well, for me, it's 100% day one purchase. Like this is one of the ones I've been. Yeah, PS4, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. It just looks so good, and like all the new planets and stuff. Like I'm glad that they're finally getting off Pandora. Obviously, Pandora's in the game, but I'm glad that it's not just Pandora. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like they explored that in pre-sequel a little bit.
Yeah.
Moon.
A little bit different.
Be better now, but no, that's good.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for this one. All right, good stuff. All right, on to the next one. And next up, we got Zelda: Link's Awakening. This one's coming out 20th of September. What do you reckon, Dak? You excited for this one?
I'm not too excited personally. Big Legend of Zelda fan.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I'd definitely play it, but I wouldn't take it as serious as I did Breath of the Wild or something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it looks really pretty. It looks nice. And it's good that we're getting like a remake of an older title that not a lot of people have played. Myself, I haven't played the original.
Neither have I.
Yeah, there you go. So I guess in that way, it's good that people that haven't played it will be able to jump in and explore that world and everything like that. I do like the graphic style. A lot of people obviously complained about the graphic style when it was first released. I think it's kind of nice for a remake of an old game in that style.
I think it tried to capture that feel of what it was. Because if you notice, the face kind of looks exactly like the sprite back in the day, like the eyes particularly. I think it's just like a new take on the old, and they're trying to give it that same feel of how it was, and not like a Breath of the Wild feel. That's a completely different game in itself, really.
Exactly.
I think diehard fans of the originals might enjoy this a lot. It's got that simple gameplay, the poke forward sword, you know what I mean? So I personally, maybe it's just me, maybe I've just grown out of those types of games. I think I could play it and definitely have fun with it and appreciate its design overall. Wouldn't say it is I would go for it instant. But
yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it does look nice and it would be fun to play. I'm sure, but the one con about it is the $70 price tag, Australian. I feel like that's a bit much. I don't know. It's obviously Nintendo, so they're always going to have their games fairly high, but it's strange to me that some of their other titles, obviously more multiplayer focused, but things like Mario Party and Mario Tennis and Mario Maker and a few of those sort of titles have come out being $60, you know?
Yeah,
and obviously different retailers and stuff like that have different prices, but I think having this one be more expensive for a remake of an older game is a bit of a down.
I think it looks more like a $40 to $50 game personally. But
yeah,
that's my impressions from what I've seen. I have not played it.
I honestly thought that's how much it was, and then I checked, and yeah, I couldn't believe that. Yeah, $70 is a little bit much.
But you know, like I feel like I might buy it on sale. Like I think I'd.
Yeah, I think I'm going with buy it on sale as well. I think that's
that would be a sale for me, and I'd have fun with it.
Yeah.
But sure. I'd be more paying that for like the Breath of the Wild sequel, straight up. Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Day one, give me that. But yeah, no, I think I think there's not much to say on the game personally, other than what we have said. So
yeah,
I think it looks good. I appreciate it, but I would probably wait for sale.
Yeah, I think I'm going with wait for sale as well. All right, good stuff. On to the next one. All right, so last on the list we got No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch remastered. So this is coming out same day as Link's Awakening, 20th of September. So we got PS4 and the PC are getting a complete remaster of the original game. So you haven't played the original game?
I've only played a bit of it. I played the demo like when it had come out, and then I had played a bit of the full game at yours, but nothing huge. I just got a taste of the combat.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's basically like it's like a creature capture game where you're getting all these different creatures, you're leveling them up in battle, similar to Pokemon, but the gameplay style is a little different.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to ask. Is it a full remaster on the Switch?
No, so the Switch is getting the original game ported over, which I find really strange, because I feel like the Switch could handle a remaster. So I feel like maybe it came down to they've been working on the remaster for a while, and because the Switch is a newer console, maybe they just didn't start it at the same time. I don't know. It's a bit strange because I feel like the Switch would easily be able to run the remaster without faulting. So
I feel more inclined to buy it on PlayStation now that I know that's a full remaster, because I was looking into this, and I was thinking of this like to buy this, and I was thinking Switch because it's just somewhere I can take it easy and play.
Yeah.
But I might be more inclined to buy it on the PlayStation now that it's a full proper remaster.
Yeah.
And I'd be paying the same amount of money for, I guess, a better version. So
yeah, that's true. And because you get the trophies on PlayStation, so that makes it better too.
But yeah.
So no, I
was looking for that on Switch, but now that you've brought that to my attention, I might get it on PlayStation.
Yeah. So the Switch version is the original game, remastered completely on PS4 and PC. So,
well, I have a question for you. Having played both Ni no Kunis, which one do you like better?
Oh, you can't do that. I haven't. Well, I mean, the first Ni no Kuni came out in I think it was 2013.
Yeah, it would have been
2013. The original game came out. So, I mean, it's been 6 years since I've played it, but I did get that one pretty much on launch and loved it to death.
You're
that
really
game.
Bad for that.
That game was incredible, man. I can't wait for you to play the full thing. 100% you got to get it because it's so good. It's just. So
I played quite a bit of number 2. No, I haven't finished it, so I don't feel like I can have an opinion in that regard. But I did like number 2 a lot, and I liked how it plays. It felt very nice.
Yeah, I didn't get into the end game too much in the first game. I finished the campaign and did the story and all that, and then after the story you kind of get more freedom to go do different things and stuff like that, and I didn't explore that too much back on the PS3 era. But the second game I completely finished, platinumed it, got everything for it, did all the side missions and leveled up the kingdom and did all that.
So you liked number 2 better, is what I'm hearing.
I guess that confirms it. Number 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very different because the gameplay, the combat style is very different. In the first game you had creatures which you pulled out and kind of did different attacks with and stuff like that. And in the second game you have your main traditional RPG characters of select the 3 that you want to use, and they have the different sort of weapons you can switch between and do attacks like that.
Yeah.
because when it was first announced, I was really angry that they got rid of the creature aspect of it. But then when I actually got the game, you kind of convinced me that it looked good, and when I got the game and played it, then I loved it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I just remember watching that trailer gameplay, and I'm going, oh my lord, this is exactly what I want. And
yeah,
it felt, I think initially I got a real like Final Fantasy 15 vibe from it.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then but it felt way more RPG. And it felt really good to play. I can't believe I actually haven't finished the second one. I just lost time.
Yeah, I think you should go back because it's real good, and like towards the end, like all the levels and stuff like that are super dope, and just the storytelling and everything is magical and Japanese and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just Ghibli design's always good in my opinion.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But okay, so Ni no Kuni Remaster. Are you so you reckon you're gonna go with the remaster for PS4 and not the Switch?
I think I might go for that for the definitive experience.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet.
And I think this is just a day one for me personally.
Yeah, it's absolutely day one for me as well, for sure.
All right, Spitfire round for the rest of September games. Catherine Full Body.
I'm not into hentai.
Okay.
What about Warsaw?
The fuck is that game? I've never heard of it in my life.
Yep, fair. Okay.
River City Girls.
Ooh, definitely excited for that one. I love city girls and I love rivers, so it should go well. What about Creature in the Well?
What are these games?
I have no idea.
Know.
No idea.
Maybe cool. I don't know. Cool image.
I can't be bothered looking it up.
Alright, NBA 2K20.
Basketball's cool, but who cares?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I'm with you on that.
And what about PES? PES 2020.
That's the better FIFA, isn't it? That's what everyone says.
Yeah, that's what everyone does say. They say it's better than FIFA. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
they do
cool.
say that. Not that it matters.
Greedfall.
I actually know a little bit about this one. It could be good or it could be terrible.
I'm with you on that. It just looks a hit or miss.
It's an 8 or a 6. It's an 8 or a 6. That's it. What about Daemon X Machina on the Switch?
That looks so anime and so cool. I love it.
Nice. Good shit.
NASCAR Heat 4.
Oh god, yeah, this is the one I've been waiting for. Yeah. NASCAR Heat 4. Do you ever play Heat 3? Oh man, so good.
Was that on PlayStation 1? What was it?
Feels like that sort of thing, doesn't it? Yeah. NHL 20.
Anyone play hockey games ever?
I think like maybe 4 people.
The only time I've ever seen an NHL game was on a pirated PlayStation 1 cover. It was like NHL 98 or whatever it was.
Yep, that makes sense.
AI, the Somnium Files.
Yep. Oh, yep. I love. Yeah, that's my favorite series. AI, Somnium Files. I played the AI, the Bromnium Files last year. That was really good. So this is probably going to be just as good. What about Contra Rogue Corps?
Yes, I'm actually low key. A game I played just younger.
You're actually excited for this one? Okay.
Okay, just like a fun arcade game. I reckon it'll be cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The Surge 2, the game everyone played before, right?
Yeah, everyone played Surge 1. Just as good as Battleborn.
Oh god, I forgot that game existed until you said that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. What about Code Vein?
You mean Tokyo Ghoul, but it actually looks alright. Not too bad.
Okay.
I think it might be.
You were gonna meme on them, and then you just decided not to.
It looks exactly like Tokyo Ghoul, but it looks kind of cool.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
Dragon Quest 11.
I already own it, so I don't care about the little S on the end.
What does that even mean, personally? I have no idea.
Who knows? And last but not least, the shittest game franchise of all time, FIFA 20. What do you reckon?
Inferior PS, you mean?
PES better.
Right, yeah, the inferior PES. But
yeah.
You know what? Garbage. Alright, moving on.
Good.
Oh wait, that's it.
Alright, that's it. That's it. It's done. We ended on the shittest game of the month. The shittest game of probably the whole year. Oh well. next time. Right. So that was it. That was all the games coming out in September. So any last thing to add, Dakota?
Yep, Warsaw is going to be the game of the year for 2019. I'm telling you this now.
Wow, bold prediction.
Warsaw.
Absolutely. Well, now it's up to you guys. Comment below if you think Warsaw will be the game of the year.
Yep. 100%.
All right. Till next time.